documenting my adventures of acoustics and just intonation and educating myself so that I can better educate my students and share what I've learned in the world. So, this is not new information at all, except that it's, with each individual, it's a new discovery, blah, blah, blah. So what we've got here is my blog, and I've posted an experiment on one of the chords in the Madison Scouts production for 2011. It's F major chord in New York, New York, at measure 22. This is an F major chord, and as you can see, I've documented that right here, and marked next to it, it's just intonation, the pattern of an F major chord. So the root F, concert pitches, F would be 0, right in the middle, right in tune. The third of the chord, the major third, would be 14 cents flat, and that would be the concert A. And then the concert C would be 2 cents sharp. And that's what that means right there. Over here we have, in my manuscript, the chord that I'm talking about in written pitches. So here's the trumpet voice, here's the mellophone voice, and then here's the low brass voice. Trumpets, written pitch, mellows, written pitch, and then also low brass. Left to right, you have the pitches going from G flat tubas all the way up to C6, which is, we don't have any notes that go that high. We have a couple notes that go within this range, but just to kind of give it that room. But generally, we're staying in between the C5 zone all the way, and every now and then we actually go a little bit past this, but we're generally talking about this range right here with our orchestration. And now I'll point attention to this direction, up and down the vertical. We have cents, and on this example, 0 is where the letters are, and 30 cents up, sharp, and 30 cents down, and then we have these boxes right here. These boxes indicate what note is being played by the instrument, which is listed down here, and where it lies tuning-wise, if it is in tune according to just tuning. So we have all the Fs at 0, we have all the concert Cs at 2 cents sharp, and then we have all the concert A's at 14 cents flat. And down here we have the piece and the measure number. So with that being said, before I go on, there are 4 listening examples. 3 of them are very, very clear, and one of them may or may not be, because this is on YouTube. So if you have a hard time hearing the difference, I suggest going to my blog and listening to the files themselves, and they'll be much clearer. So let's hear what it sounds like when we have an F major chord played in tune according to just tuning. F's at 0, A is at negative 14, and C is at plus 2. Take a listen. Okay, just intonation. So, moving on, what we're doing with our little experiment is, if we put F at 0 and F is always constant, what would happen if we adjusted A and C, where they're still A and C, but they are not within the realm of just intonation? So what I've done is I've put the first example where F, again, is always at 0, A is 25 cents sharp, and C is 25 cents flat. And I've documented on the new example, the previous page, plus what we're dealing with right now. Here are our A's starting 25 cents sharp, and here are our C's starting 25 cents flat. And then you'll notice there is a glissando that leads, kind of like a TH6 sort of sound, leads right into the resolution, into just tuning, around second 4 or 5. Take a listen. Again, obvious. Once you get another listen, just listen to the dissonance, all the waves, and then listen to what happens around around second 4 or second 5. The waves go away. Okay, so that's an example of what happens when the A's and C's are really far from the source, the ultimate where you're going to. So then, okay, let's make it a little bit closer. Let's put the A's 10 cents sharp and let's put the C's 10 cents flat. Here we go. This visualization shows that. Here's what it sounds like. Again, dissonant, and then the waves go away. Finally, the last example, I've started off just to make it a little bit more difficult. And so actually, some people find this the most quote-unquote disturbing to listen to because it starts off so close and then goes to just tuning. What I've done is I've put all of the pitches on 0. So the F's on 0, the A's on 0, and the C's on 0, and then it resolves to just tuning. If you can't hear the beats, it might be the YouTube recording, so I would suggest you go to my website and check out the blog and listen to the fourth example if you can't hear anything. But here's the going from everyone at 0 to going to just tuning. Try it again. So it's just been a very creative, well, creative is my opinion, but a very fun way to kind of demonstrate and show you with science and with accurate demonstration on what it sounds like to go from out of tune to go into being in tune according to just intonation. So I hope this is helpful to you. Thank you very much.